So where are we thinking this match is going to go?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. I think it's gonna be
If it
long.
drags out,
That's all I know.
those pacifiers
I
is
think
gonna
it's
run
gonna
out of
take
ammo.
place in space. That's what I'm thinking.
Wise words.
I think it's going to be another 30-minute match.
I do too. I do too. I'm settling in for 30 minutes.
Don't fucking shoot that.
No, that's why I'm aiming it at you.
I will kick you.
I'm being lawful.
Adjudicators rules. Actually,
Maybe
that's
those pacifiers
interesting.
are extended ammo. Like, why? I don't understand. If considering their match history, like why they would take such a low ammo, high burst damage weapon. I'm sure if they take down someone real quick, that might pay off. But
I think their
Vultures,
strat works. I think the issue is like they start off extremely well, like super efficient with their ammo, and then they kind of they just start taking pot shots at people. I think they've got
guess
plenty
it's
of
a
ammo
level
to
of
burst
stress
people.
going.
Yeah.
No.
Talking about 44th. Yeah, 44th. They've got the ammo. It's just
Well, this is arguably a far easier team for them as well to fight.
then WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about far easier, but I mean I don't know enough about code fighting. I don't see them often, but I guess that says something in and of itself. What time? What's the start time?
33. About to start. 10 seconds.
Oh, look at that. 440.
Oh, so fucking good. Then
There's
I
a
can do that.
button
Just put
to
a weapon
hide
focus
the,
distro on this.
Easy wins. Let's see who the focuses are. I think they're going after Fly,
Yeah, it looks like James is the focus on the 44th team.
which it's a good idea to get Fly because he's got those gimbal multi-cannons, I believe.
It looks like they might be going after
Oh
Mallow.
wait, Malgus. I'm mistaken. And they're hitting him a fair bit.
And they're
See, they got
taking this. They're taking this right out of the rocks for whatever reason.
Yeah, it might have just been a unplanned drift though. I don't think either team plans on taking it out, because they would be exposed for the fire line of the vultures pretty easily.
Yeah, Mao is going down very quickly.
Let's see, the vulture on focus right now seems to be James C. Maxwell.
Which is a good idea because he's the one with all the ammo in the plasma.
Yeah.
But he's also a bywave, so he's just got to peel off.
But they all have a lot of multi-cannons, gimbal presumably, and railguns to back it up. Oh, Spectre hit a rock there.
Hellfire's taking a bit of damage as well. But Malgus has lost a ring of his prismatic already.
He's already banking as well.
61.
Here's the thing though, this is the biggest problem with the vultures, is if you take 100% vulture wing, that means you have 0 feedback cascade.
Yeah, no utility.
And it's
Spectre's
just
already 88.
wrecks you. Yeah.
He's not got anything in systems either, which is a really bad idea.
I don't see James C. Maxwell. Where did he go?
He's drifting off pretty far. He's about 7
Hellfire's
kilometers off from you.
Doverch's Hellfire almost dead. Yeah.
Mao
It
is
looks like
banking
Code
again.
is running a lot of gimbal multi-cannons here.
Oh yeah, gimbal
I don't
and
know if your
rails.
vulture confirms that Harry or not, but
Yeah, there was a lot
Definitely
of multis and rails.
I think they're planning on the shaft running out eventually and having the multi-cannons to
Hellfire's
eat
about to lose
them
shields.
up later on.
It's nice because the gimbal multis mean people are finally hitting these damn vultures.
Hellfire's broke.
Hellfire's gonna be taking a lot of damage here, I think.
Mao's on the offering.
Are they focusing split focus?
It's hard to say.
Mao's banking again, completely
I think
unopposed.
Code are just shooting at whoever's in front of them for the most part.
Yeah, Malice seems to be trying to dance around the vultures
working
here,
well.
and Hellfire is taking focus from Dorovavich and Mal, while the two of the other codes are focusing James.
Harry, did all of Code have at least one gimbal multi-cannon?
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, even the Fast has 2 mediums by the looks of it. Or
Yeah.
I would bet it's 2 mediums and 2 large plasmas.
Everywhere I
Those
go, I
man.
see a huge multi-cannon going off.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if the split focus works out. Like,
Mhm.
James is not doing much damage, it seems like. He's now starting to just fly a bit.
How much is James taking?
And he's about to lose the shield.
Okay.
He's
Yeah, he
about
lost
to,
the
so-
shield.
Hellfire got his shield back without an issue, for the
But
record.
considering this amount of rail, I would be surprised that his MRPs would hold. There's not a lot of MRP space for a Vulture.
I don't know if Code has the accuracy to really bottle snipe that well.
Yeah,
So-
that's a good question. We'll
Yeah,
have
they
to
might
see.
just be going for hull. I see a lot of super pens though.
Especially on a Vulture. Dover, or not Doverage.
Oh,
James is
nasty
down
hit.
60%. Yeah, James is taking a lot of punishment now. I don't know if he's running out of chaff or having it malfunction.
He's got it now, I can see it. He might have malfunctioned though as well. Bug is an ever-present issue. I saw Mal just earlier was getting low on his. Oh,
30%.
Hellfire.
Yeah, that's just. I don't know how we didn't see that.
So Hellfire is
Oh.
down to 40, James is down to 27.
Doverich picked up on Hellfire hitting that rock and is on his ass now. He's dropping rapidly. Malgus is about to break though. They might be able
James
to.
is 24. They're gonna have to change their game up for the next match.
They might be able to make something out of this though.
Seems
If
like
they
the-
could take out
The
They
split
can take
focus
out-
really paid off.
if they can take out Malgus here and then push for that,
Oh,
no.
James is
James
just
not.
getting wrecked. Oh no, got his shield back.
Oh,
That's-
it
Oh
did.
no,
30%.
Phase.
Phase through his shield.
Looks like Spectre's got phasing PAs, I think. Hard to say. Anyway, it's always amusing when that happens.
Yeah, Malice can do a great job now with no PAs and all pacifiers on their side. If he just, well, don't hit a rock like he seems to have done right now, or ram, he can
Yep,
keep
he's
his
going down.
distance. Pacifiers don't have great
Here's
range.
the thing: even though they took, they're now it's an even 3v3.
Yeah.
Code
Hellfire
has
is
very little
2%.
damage on them.
Yeah, hit a
compared
rock,
to-
spinning like crazy.
Yep.
And down.
The 44th have been damaged a lot, and it's gonna cost them here.
It's a 2v3 now.
Those rocks are really hurting them now.
Spectre
Yeah.
hits another rock.
Yeah, but he'll get his shields back in a fast. I think Galahad's the only one on 44th that hasn't hit a rock.
I don't think they've got enough ammo though now.
No, there's no way in hell they do. Fly's still got almost all of his shields. Spectre still has most of his hull. Doverich hasn't even been touched yet.
Yeah, and
There's
both
no way.
Code can now do a split focus without feeling that they lose out too much, and
Yep, it's already
having two
over.
vultures pressured without being able to freely move about without feeling shot at. It's gonna be a lot of stress for them. It's
Yeah.
hard.
We finally have a team who's really exploiting the weaknesses of the Vultures.
They might have prepared a little bit for this. I wouldn't be surprised, considering
good.
how unconclusive the fights have been previously.
Yep. It's nice to see someone just deal with it well.
I'm trying
Very
to
good.
see which one is. Yeah, I think the 44 lost their focus right now. Sidious is
44th has
flying
just-
around fly, and I can't tell who.
Let's see, 44th have lost
Galahad is
everything at
focused.
this point.
Maybe they're flying on opportunity right now, or really they should be trying to see if they can get Code into some rocks because they need every chance they can get.
I don't think there's much they can.
No, Codebree's probably taking this kind of cool right now and not stressing it. They have no reason to.
Yeah, they've got plenty of health left.
Games in the bag for them. They just gotta casually ball them down. Not waste ammo.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, I don't see any way out of it for 44th here. Honestly, I don't see them winning next round either unless they do remarkably
they-
well.
I think they need to switch up the pacifiers, to be honest.
There goes another
The
Vulture.
entire team, instead of, well,
There
except
goes another Vulture.
Spectre,
They don't have
has prismatic
They're
as far
done?
as I can see.
I don't know what weapons they could use instead of the pacifiers, but I don't think it's certainly not working out for me.
Well, if the prismatic has anything, it's kinetic resistance. They need to
certainly.
solve that.
I mean, incendiary pacifiers are always an option, but
Yeah, they could go for that.
anyway.
Ahoy.
Congratulations.
Yar.
Congratulations.
So, post-fight real check is exactly the same.
Yep.
All right. 15-15. We got a minute left. So no changes from
They
either
could-
team.
I mean, I really think they should go for the fast in this case. It's the only one without shield salt banks, really.
Oh, but
And they don't have
yeah.
anything to take it down. So if they can just burst down one person, and at least that will help them.
That is completely true.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
They should definitely go after Doverich last though, because he has he doesn't have gimbal multi-cannons. He has cannons and PAs. Other than that, I think they all have. There we go.
Multi-cannons, yeah.
I'm surprised 44th didn't switch to lasers.
And I would definitely go for the guys with less multi-cannons to start with. Just to, while they're safe with Chaff, they can still focus down pretty without
But I
infinity.
think most of 44th are only running single chaff.
I think
So
too.
even they should probably get those out as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't think there's a path to victory for the Vultures one way or the
It
other.
is
I mean,
possible.
if I was 44th, I'd have done quad chat. And they're
Yeah.
off.
They do have
Checking
double
them
chaff.
some
I was
stuff.
wrong. Let's see who's focused.
If I up
like-
the space begin with from the code side, they want to be out of the rings.
James looks like first focus for code.
Looks like
And
I
Fly
think they're
seems to
going on
be-
fly.
Yeah.
Hard to say though. They're how everyone's clustered up right now. Yeah, James is definitely getting focused down though.
Yeah, I'm seeing the shield damage indication on Fly mostly.
Yeah.
Yep, seems to be the case. I really appreciate how brightly Vulture's
Oh,
thrusters glow.
James
Makes
hit
it really
a
attract people.
hit the rock, and I hit that 8 of plasma, a big one.
This might be a
No
code win.
No one's taken any substantial damage yet, from what I can see.
Fly's
Oh,
lost
James,
a
well, I
rock.
just never mind.
James
As I
got
said,
a,
but there he goes banking, and there's nothing they can do about it.
No.
I just heat synced on accident.
Yeah, money. How many heat sinks does he have? Yeah, that's one bank. 2 banks he needs to hot bank later on.
Oop.
James is having some issues from the look of it in his bioweave.
Yeah, he keeps getting out of the ring and then reminds himself that he needs to get into the ring again. Oh, hit a rock. That's not good.
Fly hit a rock.
James is very low. I just
He
realized
did a
what
good
means
choice in
cover
getting
two
into the
for
rocks here,
Vulture.
but he
James
is
broken.
doing the mistake in getting out again.
Looks like Doverich is on his ass really well.
Might- James is sound running, I think.
Yeah, I can't target him.
Yeah, he's in the rings again,
There you go,
targetable. He
he's-
just heat synced, he didn't
He's
silent.
out of silent running.
He
I wondered, does silent running reset the down timer on your shields?
Yes.
Or how does it affect that?
it turns the shield off practically.
Well, yeah, but there's like that 15-second. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't actually silent running. because
Yeah,
you got
the
his shields
15
back really
seconds
quickly.
before it has to restart all over again.
Okay. Because James got his shields back really quickly. I don't think he was actually silent running there. Then.
No, he wasn't. He just heat sinks. I think he was preparing for a bank.
He was already banking.
He
Look
got
at that.
sniped.
What's the lag?
Power plant snipe.
He's oh yeah, he's lagging because his plant got sniped and now the game doesn't know what to do with him.
Power distributor gone as well. There's a lot of his modules got ruined.
I wonder if he cooked him.
Drives
think
are out
he-
as well.
Yeah, I don't think he has any MRPs to speak of. If this was the case, that was pretty quick. Yeah, drives is 6%. He can still move, but
He's dead.
he's gone.
There he goes.
Yeah, they're out open now. This is not good for them. Code is taking the liberty of memeing in chat.
I mean, I guess they can afford it because they're the only team that's really found a way of fighting the vultures properly.
I mean, everybody's known how to. It's just no one's wanted to build to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
WoW beat them. WoW did beat them.
Yeah,
So
but it was very unconclusive beating them.
yeah, it wasn't a fun fight to watch. by any
It looks
stretch.
like 44th might have given up. They've just rammed with another vulture from 80 to 12. It's about to be down again. 9.
It's not looking
It's
good.
not-
He needs
it's
to
not
shove,
gonna get his
and he
shield
doesn't
back.
do it.
Yeah, 4-3. Yeah, he's dead.
I'm surprised the Gimbals are punishing them as much as they are, considering they have double chaff.
Yeah.
They're getting too close because they've got to get close for the
Target
frags.
destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. True.
So the chaff isn't going to work for them.
And you have to maintain some time on target.
And everything has corrosive in here.
Yeah, I think they might have overdone it, but they probably split it out so they wouldn't have any single focus from them.
Their focus is also relatively good.
Oh yeah.
I think that this means we're gonna have a FUC versus Code rematch.
Yeah. You're gonna see if they counter build that too.
I don't think can you counter build the
Well,
big
2
black orc?
Orcas, you can at least put on some more pen rails on there.
No, that's right. You gotta pull out the prismatic shield tank orca. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
man.
the only counter. The only counter to Orcas is more Orcas.
Dude, seriously though, ramming with 4 pips to a big Prisma stack in an orca, that might be kind of
Yeah,
fun.
that's gonna hurt.
I'm actually gonna throw some stuff up on EDSY later and see what the stats look like.
Not pretty. I mean, it's if you put it in comparison
Should've
to
done it.
anything else that usually runs prismatic, it's not pretty.
Oh yeah. Just gotta stack those SRPs with like 200 hull underneath. It's Hellfire and who else is left on the Vulture side?
Hellfire and
They got
Galahad
2
is-
vultures, yeah.
Galahad, that's the one.
Yeah, he's still pretty high health.
Yeah, if they focused Spectre, I think they could have had a much closer time here.
Oh, Hellfire hits her. wrong.
Even so, they got Fly fairly low, but they just stopped shooting at him once one of them died.
Yeah,
Pressure was too high with all the gimbals.
they didn't get much breathing time, and as soon as one dropped, they only had two vultures left to free fire. Well, one has to be evasive. It's like right now, Hellfire's not doing any damage. He's just all running away, taking twiddles of damage while cheffing.
I could have sworn this fight was supposed to be in the ice rings, but I didn't remember.
No, they code bitched about it and wanted Rocky Room. So it defaulted to this.
Oh, Rocky Ring's the default? That makes me
Yes.
sad.
Well, it's due to FPS issues.
Yeah, if there's no agreement, it defaults to Rocky Room. Oh, and Hellfire's down.
Yep, the ram.
Up goes the Vulture.
Galahad's the last one.
I think he's
Let's
still
see.
pretty... Oh no, he's been damaged pretty badly. Or shields at least.
Oh, that was a little bit quicker than I expected.
Yeah, he's just dropping so fast. All these multi-cannons and PAs and rails on him.
Yeah, it's a lot of corrosive. Plus the
It's fun to
corrosive
watch.
and rails are gonna really do damage.
I don't see any corrosive effects on him right now, actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
there it
definitely
comes.
got corrosive.
Yeah.
There's corrosive heat and everything on him.
Yep.
Cannons look like they're high yield.
I see no emissive. That's a bit of a surprise. I would have at least figure one emissive.
That's true, actually. That could that could, if they continue using this build in the future, could be very bad.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it would be
getting
easy to
laid
switch up
into.
though. Let's just switch one experimental and they could solve that issue.
Yeah. Because like I say, I really like using heat sinks, just for the to drop off of people's radar.
Oh yeah, especially if you got a quick buy wave to recharge while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Can help a lot.
Oh,
Time
Harry,
to
you
go.
need. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Match over.
Boom.
Congrats.
Good fight. Congratulations on the
Five
winners.
is actually down to 40%.